Memorial Day weekend has traditionally been the kickoff to the summer blockbuster season. Well, it's the time of year when we used to get all those high-powered releases, including Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and the Avengers. But this year, we were supposed to be thrilling to the live-action versions of Mulan and the much-awaited sequel to Top Gun. They're still on the schedule, but you're going to have to wait a few months. Instead, make this a retro blockbuster summer. Netflix brings Back to the Future to its lineup, and if you haven't seen it, now's the time. Michael J. Fox cemented his career as Marty McFly, the teenager who got a chance to go back in time and see what his parents were like when they were his age. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, the film was a huge hit, spawned 2 sequels, and even has prompted talk of a reboot. Now, if you take a deep dive into the trilogy, you'll also see what the producers thought 2015 would look like. And you just might conclude that they were absolute geniuses, particularly at filmmaking.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
On Hulu, look for The Dark Knight, the superior Batman trilogy that gave us a much darker world and a brooding Christian Bale performance. Directed by Christopher Nolan, this is really the gold standard for reboots. Nolan approached a worn franchise with new eyes and in Heath Ledger got a definitive performance as a Joker. Ledger's Oscar-winning take was revolutionary. Undoubtedly, it inspired Joaquin Phoenix's work in Joker and still reigns as a gold standard for superhero villains. On Amazon, look for last year's big music journey, Rocketman. As singer Elton John, Taron Egerton found all the details needed to understand why the 1970s sensation still lasts today. The film features plenty of John's songs presented in a music video kind of way and a new cut that won last year's Oscar for Best Song. While Rami Malek won every acting prize for playing Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, Egerton is every bit as good in this one and even does his own singing. Now, if you want to dig way, way back to the first summer blockbuster, look for Jaws on HBO. While it's not as frightening as it may have been more than 40 years ago, it does feature some of those Steven Spielberg hallmarks, including surprises at every turn. It has resonance for today as well. When the mayor insists businesses must stay open because the economy will be affected, well, you'll see this through new eyes. So, Jaws, Dark Knight, Back to the Future, and Rocketman, that's not a bad quadruple feature.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Dig in, and summer will be just as big as you remember it. With your Movies in a Minute, I'm Bruce Miller.